In today's episode for the ERBcast, we have the current manager for Epic Rap Battle Parodies and an actor, writer who contributed to other rap battle series. Like Jay, he's also an OG member for the rap battle community. So we have Zander, aka WoodenHornets, joining us.
Yeah, we got the one and only. You know, he's one of the most. He cemented himself as. I mean, this dude is an OG. Like, you can't underestimate this guy. You wouldn't even believe. He's definitely one of the most. I'd say one of the more prolific guys in the community by far. So
definitely,
yeah, he's quite up there.
Yeah,
definitely up there.
Had a hand in just about a lot of battles that managed to come to fruition in certain series.
He is currently in ownership of ERBP Parodies, so I'm curious to see what his vision entails. So it's going to be really awesome.
Hey!
Oh, shit! Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Xander's here now.
The rap battle. It's the rap battle.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, / Wooden Zander? Zander Hornets?
Don't dox me, fool! How's it going?
No problem. Nice to have you here, man. What's up?
Yeah, it's going well. Is it already recording, or what's going on?
Yep, we're just waiting for you.
We're recording.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Dude. Oh yeah, dude. Nice to have you on, man. I'm so happy to have you on. Well, ever since Justin, like, hey, look, what is that? What in Zander? Like, look at me being stupid. What in Zander? I'm just gonna call you that now. What in Zander is amongst the next ones we have to get on the podcast. So, welcome. Seriously, man.
Hey.
Thank you for joining.
Of course. Nice to be here. How's it going?
We've
been okay.
fine.
Yeah. It's even better now that you're here, bro.
I'm the red menace. I see. We see another. Is that another ginger? Are you actually a redhead? Are we two redheads?
No, for me, I'm not actually a redhead. Actually, I know it's a shame.
Man, you fooled me.
Yeah, rare breed. I know.
Dude, gingers have souls, man.
Yeah, I got soul. Haven't you heard my music? Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, funny. I'm not talking about my Kid Rock performance, by the way, but
okay.
Terrible. Anyway.
All right. Well, first and foremost, man, welcome, and secondly, we're just gonna have a little chit chat just about the rap battle community. You being involved with the just overall rap battle discussion. Okay, this is basically what it is, nothing more, nothing less. So, and you're amongst the most prolific out of as I stated in the intro, that you are definitely one of the most prolific community members by far, and you contributed quite a lot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. A huge fan. So, how and when did you get into Epic Rap Battles of history? And how'd you get into that?
So I was one of the very early birds. I discovered ERB right when I think it was Vader versus Hitler just dropped, and I saw it on the featured tab back in 2010. I think that was 2010. Damn. And I saw it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this garbage?" And I clicked on it, and I was like, "Holy fuck, this is great."
Yeah, I think you're actually the earliest I heard now, because we have the guy who commented Chuck Norris versus Abraham Lincoln on the server too. So,
wow, really?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I invited him. But I think a lot of fans were like that. They heard ERB, it's just two guys who put on some costumes and they just do rap battles as historical figures. And we thought, man, that sounds kind of lame. Then you get into it, and like it either tickles your fancy or you like find it cheesy. Some people do find it corny now, but like we're obviously still into it.
No, like it really tapped into it had like an addictive quality to it, is what I remembered it like as a kid.
Definitely.
Nowadays I've kind of slowed down on it a bit, but like I remember for at least the first like 4 to 5 seasons, it was just nonstop obsession. It was just something about the formula. It was so addictive.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, and of course you got very much into that because you were just actually a major influence on the rap battle community very early on.
Yeah. Whenever you want to go into that, the ERBP stuff, I can talk about that whenever. But I don't know.
Sure, we will.
Last time that we had Jay, he mentioned that you were with him in his graduation, and you guys filmed a battle on top of his grandparents. They were like sleeping, and you guys decided to just do a battle.
Russian sleep experiment. Yes, that was fun. That was a really fun time. A little awkward because of the spatial. It was kind of hard to fit everything in. Doing a 3-person verse on like the same green screen in a pretty small room was a bit sweaty, but it was fun.
Dude, it's funny when no, because you guys in the actual video, you guys look so fucking lost. Like you guys are just like looking around.
I've been lost nonstop. I've been lost nonstop my whole life. That you're just witnessing my natural being there. But yeah, no, we did look lost.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. Yeah, that was a pretty nice little interesting trivia, because not often you get type of mainly especially for ERBP, you rarely get any type of fun trivia facts. You get what you guys do behind the scenes and as overall projects, and it's really rare to have that type of stuff.
I have constant trivia for any like questions, but
oh shit,
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that's cool, man. It's nice that you were from the very beginning, not even right after O'Reilly versus Lennon. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, I was glad I was there from the beginning. It was a really interesting history because I talked to some people. I was like, "You must have been there from the start." And they're like, "No, I started around like Mario Brothers versus Wright Brothers." I'm like, "What the fuck, man? Yeah, what
That battle?
that battle, bro? I was
That'll
there when they
fucking
dropped
sucks.
Sarah Palin versus Gaga, my guy.
Dude, that was monumental.
Yeah, woman
It
versus
was
woman.
it was the times, the first ever female rappers. Anyway.
Dude, Peter representing though back then, he didn't even know it.
Yeah, that was a very tasteful battle, I'd say. Oof.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think Easter Bunny versus Genghis Khan is the best season 1 battle.
That genuinely could be. I might agree with you. That one goes unbelievably hard for some reason. It's a wacky beat they chose. I've heard that in so many school projects. But like,
Oh yeah, there were people who like to use that in like ERB videos back then.
That and the Vader versus Hitler 2 beat were like the go-to school project rap battle when they use like I don't know, Epic Rap Battles of Chemistry or some crap. You always hear that before you see them like not even on green screens, they're like outside in like the park ready to throw down.
No,
It's pretty
dude, no,
beautifully crafted.
yeah, no, seriously, that's easily one of their best beats of season 1 quality.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking addictive to listen
I
to.
agree.
I think it's Stofrix's favorite battle of season 1 too.
Yeah,
He loves
yeah.
that battle,
The
too.
Congress
It's awesome
Line.
as fuck.
Yeah, I've talked to Stoff a lot about that battle in the past.
It's a pretty good battle. I mean, well, okay, well, it's shitty objectively, to be honest, but I mean, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Oh, homeboy, Jesus. But
it's crazy. Actually, I wanted to bring up that now that you mentioned Stuffrix, one time he actually did tell me about your series that you had way back then. Now you unlisted the series, so you can't really find it just anywhere. But I managed to.
Let me guess. Does it have something to do with imagination, bitch?
Yeah, that one exactly. Because I looked for it, and yeah, it wasn't on YouTube, but there was a playlist that showed all the enlisted battles. So I went through it, and I'm sure one of these I did see way back then, like the Katniss one. By pure coincidence,
one that was classic.
Yeah, by pure coincidence, ERB had that short yesterday with Katniss versus Ellen Ripley, but forget about that.
Yeah.
One. It's basically nothing.
Yeah.
No, yours is. I'm sure if I did find it funny, but I binged through the whole thing just to see what I could get out of it. Man, it's really like of its time, like everything from way back then. It's always going to be dated or very much a product from early 2010s YouTube. Or in this case, like the rap battle community, I think you were technically the first shitpost rap battle series in history. Like you can say that part.
Maybe. I mean, technically, yeah, because ERB of Imagination is an extension of a SoundCloud series that actually came before ERBP called Epic Crap Battles of History that I did.
I remember that.
You heard of that? Yeah.
I know. I heard
that.
That
was back on like the ERBOH forum days, and that was basically what turned into the live action ERB of Imagination, which was nuts. So that might be the first recorded like evidence of like a consistent rap battle series that wasn't ERB actually.
Damn. Yeah, that's cool because I don't think you can really find anything forum related to like really archive. Like you probably have to use Wayback Machine or something. We're planning to have Clemmy on actually probably like sometime in the next week. So he'd also
Oh, you're gonna bring on about the Robespierre battle.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it even happened with the forum. But
I still have the audio for that, I believe, somewhere on my hard drive.
Oh yeah,
it is very good lost media.
Yeah, because I know he's one of the members from the forum early days, so he'd basically talk about that.
No, yeah, he has a lot of good info on rap battle stuff. Dude's a smart cookie, and I used to talk to him a lot back when we were both on the forum back in 2012, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
oh, man, that must have been really something.
I was in my diapers.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah, I think
there were no diapers back then.
Yeah, 2012, I was also trying to get into rap battle community stuff, like not just that ERBP popped up, but I do remember obviously ERB 10 when that came out. A lot of the early Guy versus Joker, whenever people back then actually took it almost seriously until the weird rape lines came out, and now everyone looks back at that like, why the fuck would these French dudes just randomly drop that in their like well-produced rap battle of all things? It's
pretty great.
I know.
I mean, spending so much money to look like ERB just to do that, I applaud them.
Dude, I think one of them probably has like, I don't know, movie industry connections, I'd assume.
Yeah, I still wanted to see Michael Bay versus, what was it?
George Méliès, I think.
George Méliès, yeah, the moon guy.
Definitely.
But
yeah, I'm curious about that.
That was crazy.
But man.
Yeah, it looks good. It looked better than ERB. Just kidding. But,
yeah, dude, yeah, it's actually kind of scary how Guy Fawkes versus Joker came out so much better than I think it was when season 2 was also about to start, right?
the editing in that is better than the editing of the ERBs at that time. Like it looked more close to what they look like now, which is nuts. They were like genuinely ahead of the time there. The keyframes were smoother and more well executed. It just looked crazy good. They even had the backgrounds. They had the backgrounds designed for the battle. Those weren't even like apparently like stock images. They had them paid for and like designed for them. ERB wasn't even doing that at that time, like completely.
Yeah, they went the extra mile for it. It's funny though. Guy Fawkes versus Che Guevara came out, and then they just decided to private the video. Like they knew people were going to come back. Like, man, remember this Guy Fawkes battle?
Oh yeah, yeah. Get rid of it quickly.
You can't get rid of the classic.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what
that's why it becomes so synonymous with the rap battle community. I think it's probably the biggest meme of the rap battle community. Has to be.
Really, yeah.
Well, besides, actually, great transition. Actually, I was about to say, you know, the other biggest meme of the rap battle community. You said that you had a hand in it. Of course, you know, talk about the MrBeast meme.
Oof. Yeah. I'm so sorry about that, by the way.
No problem. Go all out if you want.
I'm sorry for making it. No, I'm sorry for doing it. I'm sorry for making it.
Look, this is really kind of what I would say about the meme is that it's probably like the biggest thing. Even ERB couldn't do a meme like in their battles as big as that one. So it basically gave
that transcended rap battle memes. That became a whole new thing. There was a lessons in meme culture about, and I was looking. I'm like, for my little edit that I just did. Oh God,
damn. So you're saying you did the whole edit of the title card then?
Well, it was like okay. So obviously it was Freshy's idea. To say it that way, that was a big part of the meme as well. Was the enunciation of Starbase, but in all, it was my composition idea to make it look that way with the red circle. And originally, fun fact, and no shame on anyone for doubting it, but from what I remember, they weren't really excited about the idea of doing that. And then I just sort of did the edit, and they're like, "All right, we'll go with it." And then it just happened to be a huge meme, and I was just like, "You're welcome," I guess.
Yeah. And now because of that, everyone wants a piece of the pie. Like they're all like, man, I was the one who was, you know, looking into the shading of it, you know, all that. Everyone wanted to like say, I know Freshy, he's my bro.
I was just riffing. I was just playing some jazz. I just like made that I cooked up that little red circle and arrow, and apparently that was enough.
Yeah, I do say that that adds a bit.
Yeah. It was a crazy time.
I know, it's weird how something as minuscule as that is somehow the most popular thing in the rap battle community.
And fun fact also, I'm going to take a little credit for this too. It was my idea because I think I remember going to Freshy, showing him that Squid Game was a thing that could become like a big thing. And I think originally he was kind of like, this thing? I don't know. I'll look into it. I don't know. And I was like, no, dude, you got to do a Squid Game now. You should do a Squid. And then like once it finally blew up, he was like, all right, MrBeast for Squid Game. And it just became a thing.
He just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
So I guess I was also helpful in I guess. I mean, he would have figured out about Squid Game without me there, but I did pitch it first, I will say.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. The fact that, that shit originates all the way back to you, though. That's just fucking nuts.
Yeah,
you got a hand in it.
Because, like, I could have gotten, I could have literally just uploaded a video to the WoodenHornets channel just being like, oh, yeah, I made the edit, but, like, I don't know. I don't really want that to be all I'm known for. I want to make other things.
Nah.
You know, actually,
I don't mind if people know that I did it. I go on VR chat sometimes with the emote and act all cringy, like, hey, I made the meme.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's something on your resume, right?
No, yeah.
Another thing that, you may be surprised to know that, all right, so this is back then. Let me just explain it so it doesn't sound too weird. But so when Mr. J let me know about how you were actually in the server, because obviously I didn't recognize you from the name that you had on here, but that he pointed out where you were, that you were actually a part of the server. And when I checked, I just decided, to see what other things we had in common, because, mutual friends, but also mutual servers. I found this one server, and it seems to be deleted. Like, it's so weird to me to bring it up, but it's deleted now. I believe. I don't think I was just banned out of nowhere. But it was like sort of a venting server. It was just like, to like
a venting server.
Yeah, something like that. But I only used it once, and then I never went back on it. But then this.
What kind of venting server? It
was like sort of just to have like positive vibes or something, or just to, like, let anything out that you wanted to get out there.
You mean like? Oh no! I did. No. I think someone brought that up with me actually. God, what was it? I don't think the server's up anymore. It was just like a regular public VC, right? Like one of those ones you join on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. So something like that. But so when I saw that you were on there, that we had that mutual server, so I just checked to see, if you were actually around. Now, I did see in 2021 you did leave some messages, and to my surprise, you had mentioned you wanted to make this pilot that you were pitching to Adult Swim. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm actually really curious about that. I want to know, because ever since I saw that, I'm like, wow, I didn't know someone was trying to get that far into, like, after the rap battle community, they're going to such lengths to get a pilot made. Like, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. No. I'm surprised you brought that up. I'm not upset about that. are you aware of my horror media stuff that I do?
I do know you're a horror fan, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm a horror fan, but I'm the creator of 2 web series that are kind of getting traction right now, AI Builds and Summon House, which are still slightly in the lower subscriber range, but they've been picked up and talked about by different video essayists. One of them is Nexpo, is going to be talking about it at some point in the future. But so I do horror media, and that was kind of in 2021 kind of my gateway of trying to like find different avenues to take my horror stuff around that time.
Yeah, that to me sounds like a pretty, I don't think I really heard anyone to really kind of make it big in some way, aside from, say, Camp Steady, like he's the only one I know of. But to me, if you actually managed to get something like that done, like, of course, we obviously promote it to Tune In because, like, obviously, in that case, it's sort of like a celebrity of the making.
Happy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with some of the connections that I've been making through this. Like, for one thing, I'm sure you know what the Mandela catalog is.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy was on the video that was like talking about the themes that go into my series. Like he literally was there. So I've been kind of reaching out into getting more horror connections because of this, which will then potentially lead me to more industry connections. So hopefully I can get something picked up, but you know, you never know. But
of course,
it's exciting.
Yeah, well, we hope for it, obviously. And you know what? I think a lot of people, I'll definitely make sure that it can be linked in case anyone wants to check it out, because I know there are horror fans in the server as well. So if they want to look into something like that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely promote your stuff whenever you have anything upcoming, So, definitely feel free to plug it in right now if you want to.
Yeah. So even community creations, why not?
AI builds and look up AI Builds and Summon House. There you go.
All right. Sure. I'll be sure to link it then.
They're both
bro, for sure. Dude, we're going to share our fucking pants, dude.
Dude, I got 5 people to shit my pants. 5. Excuse me.
So speaking of ERBP, how did you ever come in contact with Justin and Nathan? How did that all begin all about?
Well, I've always had a little bit of trolling in my blood. ERBP, that whole do you know that story already? Was that ever like brought to your attention?
Well, it was mostly just from Justin's side how he met Nathan, and I'm not sure he actually talked about the origins of meeting you. So maybe you could.
No, it's a funny one.
Okay,
it's a bit sad, a little mean, but like it is what led into it. So me and Jacob, Harry Potter 2875, the South Park guy. Me and him were on Skype one day back in, I believe it was late December 2012 to early January 2013, and we were just chilling, and then we discovered Mozart vs. Skrillex was like the recent uploaded ERBP, and we did this thing where we would type in epic rap battles and just like that, and then go on upload date and see what people were making, so we could just kind of like laugh at some of the goofiness of them, because it was kind of funny to see people try to do their own, because we were like, man, these are not ERB. But then we found that, and then the moment I got to any guy named Skrillex probably sucks dick, I nearly had a migraine from laughing so hard. I had to fucking pause it, and I was like, I want to join this crew. So but what I did first though was that I took the sound off of it, went to the ERB wiki, and actually somehow convinced people to think that was the new ERB.
What the fuck?
I took 30 seconds out of it, made a fake iTunes preview screenshot using Inspect Element and a fake cover art, and tricked people into thinking that was the Mozart versus Skrillex they were waiting for.
Wow.
And they believed it, and they were like, what the fuck is this shit?
Man, you can't tell if it's like you were too genius or they were too gullible.
Both, I guess.
Definitely.
But I went into the comments and I was just like, okay, you know what? Maybe they need some editing help. I'm an editor, I think. Y'all want me to join y'all? And then I went on Skype and we became that crew.
Oh wow, what a fucking story!
It was very, very random. It was very strange. Honestly, saying it back, it doesn't sound real, but that's genuinely how it happened. Like, it came from me trolling. But
who would have thought, dude? Because Justin said, I just kind of hit up Nathan and he's like, hey, you want me to graph out? He's like, oh, sure, man.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there you go now. You decided to put, you know what? I'm just going to take Mozart versus their version of Mozart versus Skrillex and twist it on his fucking head.
Just me being a little trickster. But then everything after that, I wasn't trolling them. That was me genuinely wanting to help the process, and it just happened to be a pretty good team up.
And you're still, you are now the full on ownership of ERBP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Okay,
I've done a little thing to it, as you can tell.
Yes, I can tell you've reversed it, strike that, reverse it, like Willy Wonka. Dude, so
yeah, reverse it. It's all about the sound. But
no, you didn't make your first appearance until what was it? I know it was during season 1, if I'm correct, right, in ERBP.
Yeah, Harry Styles versus Paul McCartney is when I.
Oh, okay, that was your first appearance. Okay, yeah, because I thought it was Tom Sawyer versus Huckleberry. I thought that was down for a reason. I don't know why I thought about that.
My first visual credit was Puff Puffer Steve Smith, though. That was where I did my first editing role, and then it became me being in it, and I did that awful Harry Styles voice, which my mom said, "That is not a British accent, Xander. That is not at all what you are doing."
Damn, she actually gave you some tips.
I'm sorry, mother. British.
Oh, you know,
crisps. Yeah, no, it just didn't work.
If I recall correctly, she did appear in one, right? Was it the?
Oh yeah.
Jigsaw versus GLaDOS. Yeah, that's it.
And she fucking killed it. She already is like a trained musician. She's a teacher. Oh. So, you know, when I basically I literally thought I would have to like struggle. She never rapped before, but I literally just laid down a demo. She listened to it like once or twice and then nailed like the rap like flow perfectly. She only had to do like a couple takes, and it was just awesome. Perfect. I was so happy. Like, she is so talented.
Yeah.
But yeah.
ERBP season 4. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, huge immense credits because I never knew. You know, for the longest time when I saw that battle, when I looked into the description, I'm like, WoodenHornets is mom? What the fuck? For the longest time, what the fuck is this?
And it's not a troll.
Yeah, I legit thought it was a joke. It was not. That's awesome.
Nope. Yeah. We will definitely be making another appearance.
That's sick. I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun and funny. There you go. And what's someone call it? Yeah, you know, ERBP season 4 really stepped up in quality. It looked pretty nearly identical to the ERBs almost at the time, you know.
At the time, yeah, it's like those kinds of, you put the little beer goggles on. I guess it kind of looks like it, but when you get older, you're kind of looking at like, nah, it's not there yet. Maybe season 1, kind of. But oh god, what was the one? Season 4. There was Blues Brothers versus collaborating with Rich Alvarez was insane for the Blues Brothers one.
Because, you know, it's kind of a rarity to have someone else that's not really associated with your circle. So that was kind of new to see, you know, at the time.
Well, what's crazy about it was that I grew up watching Super Mario Brothers. They're what got me into YouTube back in 2006. Like, really early on. They were like the biggest inspiration just because of how like they could do something so like amateurish but so like charming and fun. It like defined YouTube like sketch comedy for me. I was just like, you're just putting on like a Mario outfit, going out into your backyard and making like art out of it. It's crazy. And I was just like, that's hilarious. Like, you're doing parodies of these things and taking it so seriously but also kind of not seriously at the same time. And that was kind of my goal for ERBP. And then I got to have that inspiration in the series out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit, that is huge. I cried. But yeah.
Yeah, season 4 was really amping the quality quite a lot, though.
I mean, I really liked it. It was pretty good.
And until GLaDOS versus
I killed it.
Dude, okay. Hey, you know, things happen, and then season 5 comes out with Chaplin versus fucking George Lopez. Here we are now, right? So, you know, I mean, needless to say, maybe the hiatus was for the better.
Yeah, I mean, it just made it funnier. It's like you have this thing that's like almost like not a myth, but like it's a piece of like internet history for so long, and it's just gone, and people are just like, where is it? And it just comes back, and it just doesn't even care. It just comes back as if nothing happened. That's so funny. I was so happy with that. It's just I could just bring it back and act like all of those years never actually like were there. It just was like instantly after the last one. Yeah. I even like did a joke in the community tab to get people like kind of confused where like I posted a screenshot of like a folder that said like unreleased ERBPs and acted as if George Lopez versus Charlie Chaplin was like from 2014 or something. Because it just looked so, and I even had Nathan back doing an identical announcer to his old announcer. It was just perfect. But
man, you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, you're kind of okay. Well, your current status of ERBP at the moment, as far as quality goes, though, it's really, as far as visually at least, it's fucking outstanding to look at.
Thank you. Yeah,
absolutely, dude. You know, I would even go as far as to say that even the beat choices and some of the writing actually, okay, well, it's meant to be fucking satire, obviously, but you know, it's obviously nothing to be fucking taken seriously. Yeah, exactly. You know, hey, you click on ERBP, you get what you want. You know, hey, you know, you're not gonna get anything else. But yeah, I noticed that it kind of has the consistent visual quality of season 4, but amped up to like fucking ERB status.
Well, I'm just sort of blessed with like the because I've had a lot of time since season 4 to ramp up like my actual talent and skills in certain fields like editing, performance, mixing, all that stuff. So I can bring that to ERBP, but not ramp up the quality of like the writing, because to me the writing being good completely ruins the charm of why ERBP was iconic. It's because it felt like a bunch of kids who didn't really know what they were doing, but goddamn, they were having fun with it anyway. That's like the charm of it. It's that amateur quality. And if I removed that, it wouldn't be funny anymore. It would just be a Freshie Canal clone, and that'd be boring.
It almost did happen.
And it did. And you know what? Like, I appreciate that they were trying something else. They are not bad battles, but I feel like if they were on the Freshie channel, that would have just made more sense. It would have just flowed better. On ERBP, to me, it felt like a splinter. It just didn't look good. It was just weird. Because like, especially right after. Yeah, and like again, like all credit to like the hard work that went into it. I'm sure that they were a little bummed that I put them on private or whatever, but it's like it just doesn't look right there. And also, it was put there without my permission.
Oh shit! Well, it's just kind of awkwardly implemented. But then you get Chaplin versus fucking George Lopez like right after Juan versus Raven. So
I was trying to humble it out a bit with that one. It's just like, I'm not going to take you seriously, channel. I don't care.
Yeah. And there's other work that you're planning that you wanted to talk about, right? Like, what's the future of the channel? Maybe even if you want to give ideas that are coming up.
I don't mind talking a little bit. It's a little secret, but like I don't really mind bringing some of it because I don't really care about spoiler stuff. But so a direction that the ERBP channel is going, because it will be multiple seasons as I take my time to release these. Starting with the next one, which is Vosh versus Smosh, which is so goofy.
Yeah,
you gave us a preview on that.
Really good. Yeah, I'm sure you two have seen it, like the most of it now.
Yeah, I did appreciate the references on that I got from Smosh.
Looks really good.
Yeah, yeah. But when that ends, there is a moment in it that is so bizarre and confusing and meant to be that will like basically recontextualize everything that you've been watching for that season, and it basically becomes a very odd web series, and that mixes horror with rap battle content. Like you get both best of both worlds. You get my side of rap battle culture while also my horror culture mixed in with it. It's very insane. It's like Too Many Cooks meets ERB. It's very weird.
Yeah, another type of experiment being made, just like Jay does for his battles.
Exactly. Right. You know, it's just like you got to do what you got to do, because like people are expecting me to just do what I've done in the past, but it's like I've been doing other things for so long. Why would I do that? It seems boring. Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's better not to really rehash concepts you already done already before.
Yeah,
and obviously, you're still keeping the essence of what the channel is supposed to be.
Exactly,
but you're also trying to take risks with it at the same time. So it's it's good to differentiate, stay distinct from other channels, other rap battle channels. So it's good.
In one scene, you'll have just a regular rap battle. In the other, you'll have Neil Armstrong die in outer space, and the moon has a verse. It's just whatever happens. It's very improvised, and I've always loved improv. Like improv in my art and my work is like a very important piece of it. So
that's really good. That's really good. It's nice that ERBP has that identity, though. You can associate with. That's good. And absolutely. There is going to be the occasional how do I say it? Good rap battle. I put it in quotations.
Yeah, no.
Good rap battle in between.
A battle that takes itself seriously is what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some that's kind of sporadic. You'll have those times.
One of the very serious ones that's a complete fucking banger is R.L. Stine versus Rod Sterling, which is still being filmed to a degree because I still need to do some extra post-production stuff. But it looks and sounds incredible. It feels very much like an ERB, like a classic ERB.
Oh, shit.
So there will be that stuff. It will be mixed in with that. But yeah, I got to have my piece of the cake too.
Oh yeah, that's good. You're kind of appeasing to you're kind of appeasing to yourself, but you're also giving hey, I can also do this too though. I'm not just a joke. So
yeah,
that's good. That's really awesome. That's gonna be fucking sick, man. You guys are about to do Rod Sterling before ERB does. Huh?
Yep. Unless I'm lazy, like I usually am.
No, dude, you guys use every single character before they did at this point. Like you guys use Castro.
That's
well,
true.
Okay, that's old ass Fractured Castro. But God damn, man, that video looks fucking phenomenal, dude.
The which one?
Castro versus Che.
Oh, I mean, that's
oh my god.
That's thanks to Gian. Gion's an incredible fucking editor. Oh my god.
They got Dante on there too. I'm like,
Oh, Morgan Christensen.
yeah, him too. Yeah, he was there too.
Ooh, that's such a sad story. I mean, I don't mind saying it's just very sad. Because, like, again, that's a battle that was in the vault since, like, what, 2014? Because we got him thinking, oh my god, ERB crew member, let's fucking go! And then he did it, and I'm like, let's fucking not! And then I just stored it away. I was like, oh god, I'm so sorry, Morgan, but no, that's coming from 15-year-old me. I'm not using this.
Damn.
But then I brought it back, and we're like,
that's why he had to stick to costuming.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was originally going to film for Che Guevara on the green screen at the ERB studio. He was going to try to sneak in and film it himself in the studio, which is so absurd. I think he was in on some kind of joke and we just didn't understand. I think he was trolling us just as much as we trolled other people. But that didn't come out until now. And then I could finally, because he won the Webby Award for Best Costume Work, I could put that in the credits. You know, Morgan Christensen, parentheses, Webby Award winner as Che Guevara, just to save face for that performance.
Hey, I mean, no, that was probably the closest ever, ERB quality of that season thus far. Seriously, visually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it looks
like audio. It still sounds kind of like hot ass. The audio. But yeah, no, visually, again, Gian is masterclass with what he does.
Absolutely, that legend, and I love him too. Yeah, that guy is great at rapping. That guy
is so were you gonna get Gian on the podcast?
Yeah, I do have him signed up, so he'll come later on, like maybe in 2 weeks or so.
He's very, very introspective with rap battle stuff. He has so much history. That dude is crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's been a blast. Like between you and Jay, like just keep coming with the other crew members that you guys have. Like we'd love to talk to them about that stuff. And actually something that you mentioned, how you guys actually got 2 ERB crew members to actually be a part of it. Wasn't it true? Like Jay mentioned this once and I didn't get a chance to actually bring it up because I forgot. But it was true that ERBP was also kind of like about to be like kind of like on the Maker Studio payroll at some point, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, we were on the Maker Studio payroll. We just never got paid.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's like they just kept the money. Because they're kind of like
they kept the money. It was a lot, by the way. I won't disclose exactly how much there was, but it was quite a bit. And I would have liked to be able to split that, but we never got it. Oopsie doopsie.
And of course now there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, no, it's gone. Phew, like it got completely closed off. The emails were sending me literal just like bots that would not help me. Could not get in touch with one single human being. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
That's a shame. Oh well.
Hey, that's unfortunate. Hey, listen, Maker fucked both you and ERB over. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
ERB and ERBP at the same time? That's funny. Yeah.
They met the Maker. But,
exactly.
God, what else was there? I feel like I was just about to bring something up. Fun fact: we were gonna get Dan Bull back in the day.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dan Bull is yeah, he's collaborating with some now, but
season 4 era, we were gonna get Dan Bull to play this. I'll just say it. We were originally gonna do a Stanley Parable rap battle, but it wasn't actually like a normal rap battle. It was going to be the narrator rap battling Stanley, and it was going to be like a back and forth. And Dan Bull was going to play the narrator.
Wow, that would be fucking awesome.
I really was excited about that project, but it just didn't go forward, unfortunately.
Oh, and that was after he was. It was after that Jack the Ripper or before.
That was after Jack the Ripper. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I figured.
I was gonna say, did he comment on one of your guys' videos? I think, or was it on
I think he commented on the re-upload of. Well, it wasn't a re-upload. It was on Ocelot versus Wolf for Epic Minecraft. Okay. And he unfortunately commented something like Dookie or something like you said was shit. And I was like, oh, man, that's unfortunate.
No, because I thought we kind of clarified in the server that Dan Bull actually complimented Justin, I believe, and then he said, "Oh, this is it was in British slang, though." He said it, and he didn't understand it at the time. But then we kind of clarified it to him. Oh no, he meant this is good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
For Dan Bull to just comment like an insult on someone's video out of nowhere, that just seems so unlike him. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just remember reading it, and it looked like an insult. Who else was I gonna? We also were gonna get JT Machinima as Scott Cawthon, and then that didn't go through, unfortunately. So there was some cool stuff that was happening in season 4. And one of the weirdest ones, I was gonna get Nostalgia Critic, like Doug Walker, to play somebody back in season 4, which would have been really funny. It was gonna be him as Nicolas Cage for Nicolas Cage versus Christopher Walken.
Funny. That would have been funny.
Yeah, that was gonna be something interesting.
What? Man, you guys would have some fucking big stars under your belt.
And the Irate Gamer was gonna cameo in it because he saw the video too. But yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask you. I didn't really get a chance to ask Justin this either, but how does it feel? And I'm not sure if you're well, you're pretty sure you're involved with most of the rap battles ever in ERBP, but I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to do concepts that before ERB's ever done them? I know it's not really a competition, obviously.
Like Mozart vs. Skrillex, the director.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, how does it feel to do it way before they do?
Well, what my mom said when the director's battle dropped and I played it on my old iPad, she looked at it and went, "Those thieves!" For me, it was just more like, "Nah, this is dope." Like, I'm so glad like our idea was fully realized. I don't even care. Like, it looks great.
Yeah,
my mom was protecting the idea.
Yeah, because you know what's weird? You know, you guys also used half of the majority of the directors they ended up using in their battle.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
They clearly ripped us up. No. I mean, with Bond versus Powers, they straight up like shouted it out in the Who Won part, which was hilarious.
I love that battle.
Yeah,
their battle was fucking.
The comment in there was ERBP did it first. God, I wish we did not because look at it. Oh, terrible.
Nah, yeah.
No, baby, yeah. This ought to be pretty gravy.
What the fuck do you say? You know, I defeated the bad guy in my movie or some shit. What the fuck did you say?
It took you 3 movies to beat the bad guy. With all your crappy sequels, you deserve to die.
Stupid.
I think the one that Jacob always made fun of the most, he put it in like his everything wrong with Bond vs. Powers video. He's like, my raps are like dynamite, they'll make you all delirious. Dynamite doesn't make you delirious, it kills you.
Like, that's funny. How does it feel? I wanted to ask, you know, on topic of both ERB and ERBP, but how does it feel to? You have any instances where I'm pretty sure you have interacted with more than once with Peter and Lloyd, but how does it feel to be acknowledged by them, and how does it feel to actually interact with them? You have any stories of that?
Well, with Peter, I don't have a lot of interactions, but with Lloyd, I literally went to VidCon and he recognized me somehow, and he was like, "Zander!" Like, oh yeah, I guess he does know me for the ERBP stuff. So I talked to him about it, and he said it was very inspiring that like people my age were making similar content to them. He was very happy, and I could tell that was what would lead into like him literally working with someone like Dustin and stuff like that. He really loves like the way it branched off and got like turned into a whole genre. And I was very happy to see that, like, because you know, there's so much you can do with that formula and that format and take it in different directions. But yeah, Peter and Lloyd are very nice guys. Yeah. Even though Peter didn't sign my autograph.
Oh, it's a shame. Yeah. I mean, hey, but respect to Lloyd though. If he recognized you, like he's on top of stuff amazingly.
Yeah. He talked to me for like a good 30 minutes at VidCon. It was crazy. Like we talked kind of like near his booth where he was like doing the Q&A stuff. It was after the Q&A. It was very fun. Awesome. That was where I went with Cam to that, and he talked to Cam as well. It was a good time. But I would work with him again in the future if he ever remembers me.
Did you interact with any other, obviously Peter and Lloyd, I'm assuming, besides Chris and Dante, but was there anybody else you interacted with out of the crew?
A little bit with Mary Doodles, very briefly. I wanted to get Mary Doodles involved with an ERBP, but she turned it down very politely. This is not ERB related fully, but I almost tried to get Whitney Avalon in ERBP, and then she said, "How much money we talking here?"
Oh damn!
And I just went, okay. Look, I'm like not even out of high school. I'm not gonna fucking pay you like thousands of dollars to rap off beat.
Oh, that's a nice pepper. Yeah. Shit, dude. That's fucking nuts. You would have got Princess rap battles on ERBP. Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she wants to be paid. She's a hotshot and whatnot. She got big off of Snow White versus Elsa.
I completely get it. She's an industry person. Like, why would she work randomly with me? I mean, doesn't make any sense.
She managed to get us.
Probably take one look at the channel and be like, "Why are you dropping the F slurs?"
Oh yeah, true. I mean, she did get Sarah Michelle Gellar on, so that's something for her.
Yeah, I know. Like that's fucking nuts.
I ain't gonna work with it. Yeah, I can't work with Buffy. It's not gonna happen.
That's unfortunate, dude. And then you guys want to make Blade versus Buffy?
Of course,
easy, right there.
Blade versus Buffy. Actually, we're doing Blade versus what was his name? Machete. We're doing Blade versus Machete.
Hey, that's gonna be badass.
Yeah. I believe Bilo is casted for Machete, which is really funny. I'm excited to see where that goes.
Who's gonna be Blade?
My friend who was actually going to play Travis Scott video for Travis Scott versus Michael Scott before that got kind of canned.
Oh, hell yeah.
But dude is
we
insanely
need more
talented.
musicians. That's awesome. I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it's nice to hear. You guys have more. You have more of a wholesome moment with Lloyd, and you never once interacted with Peter.
No, I mean I bumped into him at VidCon.
Oh.
He just went, I'm not gonna no, and I just like walked away. Probably because of my spooky green ginger hair. I look moldy and nasty walking around VidCon all sweaty. Probably thought I was
who is this?
I mean, again, I look like straight out of the Sims versus Animal Crossing with that awful haircut. Like I don't blame anyone for avoiding me. I look freaky. Now I look like a Studaruno. No,
but it must be pretty pretty. I don't know. It's nice to have that on your mind constantly. Though it's something to reminisce. And get acknowledged by the bigger guys up there. That's nice. That's really nice.
It was really good.
I wanted to ask you. It sounds really generic to ask, but is there anything ERBP related that you're the most accomplished of, most proud of ever?
Proud of, yeah. So I'll reverse it past the season 5 ones, just because that'd be biased, because I am very proud of those so far artistically. But I guess I guess it's generic as a response to say Eyeless Jack versus Laughing Jack, because that's just more of like a monumental achievement of just like how the fuck did we make a 15-minute battle back then with like consistent like different rappers and verse styles and all that stuff. Like that was crazy. Like that was a huge proud moment, and the release of it was like orgasmic, man. It was just like 3, 2, 1 explosion of like a whole year and a half of effort onto the YouTube, and it just paid off.
Yeah, that was the last one. You and Justin were working on, right? That must have been fucking, just the process. I can't even imagine. You guys just went for it. Like,
it was like a maximalist masterpiece of nonsense. Fucking the rape bitches, rape bitch. Like, what does that mean? This nonsense. We just released
fucking Squidward having a fucking melody in the rap battle.
Squidward, I don't like Kurt Cobain. Like, what? What is this crap? And then we got like a bunch of comments going on that video and going to like the newest section and just seeing people like today just commenting, going like, "This was my childhood." And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh yeah.
No, but it's even despite how dated the trope of creepypastas are nowadays. Obviously, I mean, people still use them in rap battles depending on how they feel like it. But you guys kind of opened the door to that type of nicheness to be used in other rap battle creators to follow suit of that.
There's a follow the leader,
cool.
butterfly effect. Highly recommend, by the way, if you haven't seen it, Hippie Rat's giant video essay on rap battle, like creepypasta rap battle related stuff. Like he goes over Sunny Man vs. Jeff the Killer, Eyeless Jack vs. Laughing Jack, and a bunch of the way like pinballed into other things too. Like he has a whole I think it's like 2 hours or something long. It's crazy detailed, very funny too.
Yeah, I'm sure he had a ton to work with, because back then everyone loved creepypastas and rap battles.
Highly recommend that video. It's great. But I mean technically, in terms of quality, I'm most proud of Hugh Hefner versus Pee Wee Herman. Obviously, that battle was considered like by many as like probably the gold standard at the time, like when it came out, and that made me very happy because it was a lot of effort.
Yeah, it still holds up, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I love that jazzy beat, and it was on that person's on point.
TMI, that fucking beat has appeared on a lot of porn ads.
Oh wow! Whoa. Okay, that's awesome.
Wait, was that even intentional, or did it get there because of Hugh Hefner in a battle?
Yeah, I was like,
wow, that's crazy.
Bro, there ain't no fucking way.
No, it reminds me of like when the beats to Michael J. Fawkes versus Chucky. When I heard it got viral on TikTok, I'm like, wait, I know this. It's from the fucking first unofficial rap battle that ERB made.
The Chucky one.
Yeah, Michael J. Fawkes versus Chucky.
Yeah. Peter Parkinson's disease.
Dude, that shit is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's pretty fire. It's pretty fire.
No, it's like it's so funny though. Like their first rap battle, Lennon versus O'Reilly, like that one's still pretty bad. And then they get to Darth Vader versus Hitler, as you said, you were one of the first to see it. And then they just like actually improved in like everything, writing and visuals and all that. One thing that you did answer though, you said about ERB related things that you're interested in. You said the absurdity of the universe that ERB takes place in. So you mean ERB lore?
That's actually where. Yeah, that's a big part of what we're going into with ERBP. Actually, I don't know why I didn't bring that up. That's a big part of like that Too Many Cooks style like horror. Is how the fuck. It's so stupid to question. I know it's just it's sketch comedy. It's goofy, but like technically speaking, where are they? What are they doing? Like, what is the fucking point of it?
Bro.
What evil entity force told Thomas Edison to battle his best friend? What is going on?
Yeah, so I actually did research a bit because I'm trying to start this other series where I'm like, how the wiki has their rap meanings or Rap Genius has their own explanations, but I figured no, it's best to try to like make sense out of it, like get more condensed into what it really seems like they're actually trying to reference, and even visual gags or whatever they have. So I'm trying to something like that. So I was looking into how the origins of ERB. I found the first video where I even found the comment where they said John Lennon versus Bill O'Reilly, and Peter's talking about, he brings this up like 3 times in these videos, but he says how he envisions ERB is basically like a Mortal Kombat type of tournament where, just any 2 people can go at it. Obviously third party or whatever can also be involved, but he's imagining it that they're, instead of fighting, they're just rap battling. So that's what he brought up to the director of ERB, that
the dystopian universe.
Yeah, basically
it's like Bill and Ted. They're time traveling, stealing historical figures and fictional people, and sitting them down, tying them up and saying, do your research and go battle them or you die.
What if Lewis and Clark versus Bill and Ted was sort of like the key to all this? That's a funny thing to bring up, but
it's the origin, my dude.
Perhaps.
It's the start of it all. I really want to bring this up because it was swirling in my head when you brought up the way the universe operates. I have like a weird thing. This is so stupid, but I need to say it. So in Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters, the one guy, I don't remember his name, but he was a part of the Mythbusters crew. He comes in and he says, he's like, I couldn't think of a rhyme. So that's implying that this is freestyled. Yeah. That this is all freestyle. Like this is them coming up with shit on the top of their heads. How does that explain the tag team versus? Do they just think of the same fucking lines at the same exact time? How do they do that? What is happening?
Yeah, but
they're in sync.
Bro, what if or it could just be that Tori was like, I'm not gonna write my lines, I'll just wing it. I'm sure I can come up with something quick.
This dude sucks.
Oh, but for real, I was thinking in terms of ERB lore to our universe. Like, let's say we bring in ERB lore, where does it really happen? Because they're using both living people and actual fictional people, but how? I think the answer is also for Trump versus Scrooge of all battles. They're dead. Kanye and Donald Trump are dead in the battle, supposedly. He says dead Donald's lecture. Yeah. And Trump says, I don't make fans. Well, obviously they're not going to know, but let's say we want to make sense of it, and he's like, in the afterlife, I don't make fans. My theory is Trump really fucked up in this world to the point that he doesn't have fans anymore.
This is what I'm saying. That is the key to understanding ERB. It's not the lyrics. It's the metaphysical implications of that spinning background.
Yeah, and supposedly Trump and Kanye Trump and Kanye went to hell or something, and Kanye makes sense, given what he said and all. But now them being in the same team, it makes sense. And not just that, but they're basically like spending this time in their afterlife to tell Scrooge, a fictional character. They're aware that he's a fictional character, but they're like, oh, we got to go tell him what to do to make sure that he stops being a bad person. Of all people, it's Trump and Kanye, who both have said white supremacist remarks, telling Scrooge, hey, you got to be better, man. I don't know. That's hilarious to say it out loud.
Fucking ERB. I think that was actually the start. That was the start of me questioning the universe, was when I watched Mozart versus Skrillex for the first time. Not the ERBP one, the ERB one. And I was just looking at Mozart standing on that like floral painting, like a wallpaper design, and there was a drop shadow coming out. I just said out loud, I was like, wait, what the fuck is he standing on? Where is he? Physically speaking, why is there a drop shadow on a flat surface facing his back? What is happening?
Yeah.
And I thought about that. Well, there's a scene in an upcoming ERBP that has a spinning background where the battle gets interrupted, and I shit you not, the character is going to turn around very slowly, and the background opens up like some Inception shit, like a complex 3D spinning background that becomes a tunnel, like Coraline shit, and he walks through it and discovers a blank fucking room of void where it's operating this fucking background. It's nuts. It is nuts.
Bro,
I'm gonna answer this background.
Dude, you know what? Listen, it's actually gonna remind me of the time. I'm pretty sure Matthew made this. Matthew Thomas, he made this. I'm pretty sure it was him. Someone made it. I forgot. I'm pretty sure it was him though. Well, it's not really related to the ERB fucking existential crisis, what you're saying. Yeah. But I wanted to say that I think he fucking made, dude. I think I'm like, dude, I'd probably piss my fucking pants if I had listened to this video again, because it was that ridiculously stupid and hilarious. But he made creepypasta. No, he made creepypasta on you guys.
Let me blow your mind. You ready to blow your mind?
Oh yeah,
online.
Here we go.
He didn't make it. I wrote it.
Wow, it gets meta.
He just narrated it.
I wrote it as a joke to see if people would take it seriously, and he fucking took it seriously. I wrote it on my Facebook account where they could read it.
He got trolled again.
He fucking made. Well, I don't know if he thought it was a joke or not. That's the thing about Matthew. He's on and off. Like, he can be very clever, but then sometimes I'm not sure if he like understands something was like satire, because he made some incredible joke battles that are still to this day hilarious. And that was him doing that, not like other people. Like, his April Fool's stuff is hilarious and very subversive. But that was me making a joke. Like, I was just saying like how stupid it would be to do a creepypasta on this. Fucking 666 on the likes and dislikes or some shit. Like, it's so stupid. Nonsense.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the editing at the very end scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
It
was fucking scary. Yeah, for little kids, bro. Looking into that, it's like, oh no, ERBP, they're cursed, man.
I mean, the channel has always been cursed, though. Like in real life.
Yeah, actually, you know what? To be fair, yeah,
it is so cursed. Fun fact. Sorry, you go.
No, it's this.
Oh, hot potato. Let me spit some facts at you.
Right.
So the whole ERBP is cursed thing was actually a saying going around by Walk, the Legend 57 guy.
Yeah.
He would tell me consistently that he didn't want me to bring back, and no shame on him for this. This is just funny. He told me not to bring ERBP back once I got the channel back because he swore it wouldn't work out because the channel's fucking cursed. It is cursed to be doomed for life. Every time it comes back, something horrible will happen, and that sparked my silly little brain. I'm like, what if I just make it cursed? What if I just make it fucked up and unsettling? Will it reverse the curse and it will just be normal now? So I was like, that was what inspired me to even bring it back in the first place, was just the idea that I'm playing with a cursed entity on a channel.
You just had to come back though, man. Come on, you guys. Come on. You know what's funny is that you guys. I mean, you guys are just kind of filling in that void that ERB is kind of lacking right now. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of sounds me, but
I'm sure they'll have a kick. They'll kick back up again at some point. They're adults. They're busy. I'm an adult. I'm 25. It's like I have things to focus on too. But
it's understandable, Yeah, but it's just the thing that's infuriating about them is that I know they have a life. Everyone does. They're just as human as you and I are. And all three of us are. Everyone else in the world, but I mean, they really don't know how to approach consistency, and they're to actually inform their fans that, hey, we're not fucking dead, guys. Like, hey, we're still here. Well, actually, do you have anything to promote next to Zander? Obviously, ERBP's, you should promote it again. If you haven't already, you should promote season 5.5.
Here's my super swaggy stuff. ERB Parody season 5, my dogs. I got Summon House, which also has a dog in it. AI Builds, which has spiders in it. And I got a new album coming out. I have an album coming out, a debut featuring the production of fucking D, who's a masterclass in beat production.
Hey.
Insane. It's a whole fucking 12-track album called Blood Moon. It's gonna be nuts as fuck. It's hyper pop, crazy pop, popsicles. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Poppy. That's right.
Poppy.
Hi. Now, we usually what's it called? We usually asked, it's going to be because this is the thing we do is for any of our guests, it's going to come on our, the show and whatnot. We always ask, is there one ERB suggestion you'd like to see, just in general? Obviously, is there one you'd like to see? It doesn't have to be for ERB though; just to be in general though. But it can be for ERB if you want to. But we're just glad to ask you that though. Is there one you'd like to see come to fruition?
The funny thing is, I think you asked me this before, and I answered it, and I forgot what the matchup was.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
You jokingly.
I have it right here. Actually,
you jokingly said, "Okay, pull it up."
iPhone
versus BlackBerry. I just sent it to you.
Yes, they were going to do that, and I watched the BlackBerry biopic again, and I was thinking like, this fucking BlackBerry thing has so much hilarious history to it. The creation of this device. Do BlackBerry versus iPhone. It would be so funny because the BlackBerry's a piece of shit. Like, you can just like go rip into it. Like, it's so funny.
Bring it for Flash in the Pan or something.
Hey, that would be awesome. That'd be a good callback. They should do that.
But now, now in terms of
iJustine is still around. Let her play iPhone finally. It'd be bars.
But now you said for an actual, serious suggestion, you said you wanted Shigeru Miyamoto versus Hayao Miyazaki.
Yep. Miyazaki versus
that's a
Miyamoto.
great
That is
one.
perfect. I'm surprised they haven't used either of them yet in ERB.
Of course.
That is such a good matchup, especially the idea of like visually bringing like the anime to life, like Spirit Away, Prince Mononoke, all that shit to life, and then having the 8-bit Zelda, Mario, like combining it, and having it clash. It's so perfect. Do that. Just do it now.
Exactly. That's what I say.
That would be fucking awesome. Yeah, Everyone is that suggestion is very beloved, and I do hope it'll be a great way to have some more Japanese diversity, which is ERB needs to have some more of it.
All they really have right now is East versus West and
Bruce Lee.
like in terms of Asian, and Bruce Lee, where they just make him go like the whole time, and I'm just like, we need something else.
Well,
we need something else.
Yeah, I wish
Jackie
it was
Chan was
for real. Tom Cruise versus Jackie Chan. It won a poll. They actually did acknowledge it that way, but man, I guess it just didn't come through for whatever reason.
Evil.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. It'll probably be good, but it's such a American matchup.
True,
I know.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to me because Evil Knievel doesn't really have much in common with them other than just, oh, hey, I'm a stunt guy, and Tom Cruise is much more prolific than that. But okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Zander, of course, it's been great having you. Like, it's been a lot of fun to even hear what you got on your mind to like flesh out entirely to let people know.
Yeah, this was really fun thing.
Yeah,
man. Awesome to have you here.
Yeah, and if you want to come back at any other time, whenever we can, pass through the other guests, but we'd love to have you on whenever we can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So this has been
bless your hearts.
Thank you. And this has been our episode now with the great WoodenHornets. Obviously, we wish them the best for you.
Bringing the heat.
That's right. Nice to have you here, man.
Yep.
Swag.